they seem to have had no interest, for example, in doing anything serious on the energy front. We haven't had an energy bill in 7 years. When you say energy these days, people think of the Keystone Pipeline, but that's only part of it. We need to embrace the energy revolution that's going on in our country, promote it. It's hugely advantageous to America, not only in the area of energy independence, but employment. I mean, the employment figures connected with Keystone are stunning if we would just get going. So there's certainly going to be areas of disagreement, but that's not unusual going back to the founding of the country.
So Republicans haven't made a mystery about some of the things they intend to say.
Oh, do I have to write all these down?
You're very well familiar with these. These will not be mysteries to you.
But you know,
Keystone XL pipeline. They will send you legislation on that.
On Keystone, there's an independent process. It's moving forward, and I'm going to let that process play out. I've given some parameters in terms of how I think about it. Ultimately, is this going to be good for the American people? Is it going to be good for their pocketbook? Is it going to actually create jobs? Is it actually going to reduce gas prices that have been coming down? And is it going to be on net something that doesn't increase climate change that we're going to have to grapple with? There's a pending case before a Nebraska judge about some of the siting. The process is moving forward, and I'm just going to gather up the facts. I will note, while this debate about Canadian oil has been raging. Keep in mind this is Canadian oil, this isn't U.S. oil. While that debate has been raging, we've seen some of the biggest increases in American oil production and American natural gas production in our history. We are closer to energy independence than we've ever been before, or at least as we've been in decades. We are importing less foreign oil than we produce for the first time in a very long time. We've got a 100-year supply of natural gas that, if we responsibly tap, puts us in the strongest position when it comes to energy of any industrialized country around the world. When I travel to Asia or I travel to Europe, their biggest envy is the incredible homegrown U.S. energy production that is producing jobs and attracting manufacturing, because locating here means you've got lower energy costs. So our energy sector is booming. And I'm happy to engage Republicans with additional ideas for how we can enhance that. I should note that our clean energy production is booming as well. And so Keystone I just consider as one small aspect of a broader trend that's really positive for the American people.